Hello, everybody, and welcome to session number 20 of the Ready Persona 1 tabletop campaign. This is going to be the penultimate, the second to the last campaign. How time flew by. And we are ready to get right into the thick of things. I have no idea what's about to happen because I haven't written any or prepared anything from this point forward. But before we do that, speaking of written, uh, I wanted to do this one final time because I thought it'd be fitting just before we get to the finale episode, which is one final journal entry warm up question where you all get to share hypothetically if you were to write in your journal right now, which means, Gabe, you would have to write in your journal as Odin. What would your character say in the journal? And you are free to pick any NPC character. At this point, I don't think there really is any NPC that you could say that would be a spoiler because we're at the end game now. So you're free to ask whatever you want, even Dr. Kemper if you really want to, although I don't know if Dr. Kemper would have the most interesting entry at the moment. FYI.
Rook.
Rook.
Yeah, Rook.
All right, yeah.
Rook.
I agree.
Yeah, sure. We'll Rook.
So he's gonna start writing. He's gone. He's just gone. He died before our eyes, and where did he go? Where he disappeared, and what's happening? Why did he do it? We shouldn't do this. We're all our own person. We're taking our lives away. We're taking their lives away. This is not how we should do it. This is wrong. This is all wrong. My brother is to stop this right now. It's not the moment. It's happening. I have to stop this somehow. I have to do something. This is all wrong. Good thing I don't know why I did it, but good thing I took it. It's safe with me. And if I have to, I'll do it. I'll use it. And that's it.
So Odin's there. He has his giant scroll, and he's writing. And it's not very detailed like Gabe. It's kind of just more like very scatterbrain. And he basically talks about his dislike of the situation and his dislike at the situation that they kind of like put him through. And the idea he kind of writes that he is grateful to being made because he has his family and all this, but he's very dislikeful for the people that like kind of use this situation to kind of for their own benefit. And now they're kind of forcing other people's hands. And he expresses gratefulness that Gabe is willing to put himself on the line to save both their kids. So therefore, Odin is writing that he's willing to put his life on the line to bring Gabe back, so that they can both experience it. And basically, at the end, writes, "We'll both see each other soon again." Right, Odin the Allfather, and Odin the Allfather is just in massive letterings.
Does he write as dramatically as he speaks, by the way?
Yes.
Obviously.
Okay.
I was kind of imagine like kindergarten bubble letters for some reason. I don't know.
It's all Comic Sans.
For Cades, I would say that it begins rationally. It begins by breaking down, okay, we need to get this task done. We have these 4 groups we're trying to bring together. But once it mentions after that analysis, it kind of starts going into a curious statement of like, I wonder where Grilla's at. And after that line, it slowly descends into more chaotic writing. Where is she? Where is she? And you know how like you have those serial killer scribbles? It descends into those serial killer scribbles on the back half of that page.
Okay.
Nice.
For rest, it's gonna be like panic. It'll start like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. How can we get through this? The task at hand is way too big. We can't, but we must. We lost Odin, or I don't know. He is Odin, but he's not anymore. But or he's. I just can't do this. This decision is way too much. People are gonna get hurt anyway, and I wish I could solve it better. I don't know why I'm writing. It's not gonna help anything. I know if it came to it, I'd put my life down if it meant others would live, and I would make that decision again and again. But I don't know if I could do that if I couldn't promise results. I hope everybody else is okay.
Let's get to Rook. It's wrong. It's all wrong. I warned them, though. I warned them that if they didn't completely rely on all this unnecessary technology, that it would come and bite them in the end. And look, we were right all along. Now it's up to us, bunch of druids living out in the woods, to save the world. And that's what we're going to do. Maybe they'll listen this time. Maybe if we come in and destroy the source at the core, maybe they'll listen. Maybe they'll turn away from their wicked ways. Maybe they'll join us. Who knows? The world needs fixing. And there are people here that just take and take and take. And they think they're giving back. They think they're creating something new and innovative. But we all know that all they're doing is just adding to this vicious cycle. They're not really creating anything of value or of worth. These are the voices that had to be snuffed out. And Ave didn't listen to me. Try not to tell him I told you so. But it's all right. What are big brothers for but to clean up the mess? I hope nobody gets in my way. Nobody that I care about, at least. Lori, I know, is totally against this. Maybe she'll be on my side. I hope so. Or at least doesn't get in my way. As for Ave, he still thinks that we can all coexist somehow. Naive as that is, I learned a long time ago that sometimes life just doesn't work out that way. Like one of his old storybooks. You can't just have a happy ending where everybody gets what they want. But I do believe there's a world where everyone gets what they deserve. So we're going to finish this and we're going to end this now. Those main servers, they don't stand a chance. We are the beginning, just the beginning of a new revolution around this world. Just you wait. And then he'll end it there. Let's draw cards.
It's funny.
Here we go.
Draw the card.
The Emperor.
Oh,
Hey!
that's Odin.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very
So
nice.
I'm back.
I got strength.
Nice. Very nice.
Very beautiful lion.
So afraid of death in these last two. I'm like, please no death. Please no death.
Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, okay.
Lori.
Strength with Stall and Steel. Wheel of Fortune is Lori. That would be important. We'll see. The Hermit.
Unbelievable.
That's
Unbelievable.
Cade. No, the Hangman.
No.
No,
Oh, the
that's
Hermit.
Rook.
That's the
That's
really bad.
Rook.
That's Rook.
That's Rook. That's Rook. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, there's.
Damn it.
Perfect.
These
Rook.
cards, man.
Ah, the universe is faded. What do we think, guys?
We just heard news that the druids are attacking that building, correct?
Mhm.
And we
Yeah.
called the building and basically said prepare, but we didn't do anything more than that. Is that correct?
Not yet. No.
Yeah, we warned them, but we
Warned
haven't
them.
done anything else.
Right, so they don't come surprised. That
And did you
they're
guys
being attacked.
specifically not want us to be seen going there because you didn't want the druids to know we're acting against them?
That was the idea, I believe.
Now, just to help, because I do know that you want to talk to Lori. To help you out, I think the implication is they still are making their way towards there, so they probably
Mhm.
won't attack in the immediate future. Close, but not in the immediate future. So if you still want to go to Lori, you have time out of character.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, we reacted immediately after Rook sent that message to me. So
Right. So are we starting with you three? Is that what's happening?
Is that
Okay.
what we want to do?
Okay.
Mhm.
So are you
So-
all in Abe's apartment again? I forgot where you're at. Or are you at Gabe's?
We
or are
were
you
at Gabe's house.
Gabe's.
You're at Gabe's
huh?
house, not Abe's apartment. Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, I could go there stealthily and try and stop the druids. I just,
I don't want you to do that.
why's that?
Because everything rests on the edge of a knife right now. I don't think we should do that because everything rests on the edge of a knife right now. And
Fine. Yeah. Just tell me what to do.
only if we absolutely have to.
Okay.
We have to let people know what's happening and we contact first. So there's so many people that are involved in this.
Well, I know we had that meeting with your sisters. That's something we still want to do while Odin's away.
Is he even coming back?
I hope so. I think so. I believe so.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe my sister has a good idea to come with. We still have time. Still have time.
You ready? You ready to swap Forest?
Do we know where she is?
We have a tracker with her. Yes.
Oh, that's right. You have a billion of those things. Okay.
It'll
Um,
it'll be about 15 seconds and you'll be back.
we'll do.
All right,
Okay.
Chrono. Show him where the tracker is. Teleports to it. Your chariot has arrived. Grabs
Yes.
her and teleports her back to us.
Chrono / Forest are teleporting by themselves. Yes?
That's right.
Okay. Chrono / Forest. Okay, so Chrono, you are going to end up actually in the main building of the faction of coins. And you'll find yourself in kind of a boardroom of sorts. And in that boardroom will certainly be this Kenku in a very well-dressed power suit of sorts. Next to her will be actually Jennifer Steele, but Jennifer Steele dressed up again in a dentist's uniform with a big giant toothbrush next to her. Lori at least will react and look very surprised at somebody just randomly appearing in front of her. I'm going to say that Jennifer, as soon as she sees Chrono / Forest, will sort of, hold up a arm just to say, "It's all right. He's clean." Lori will say, "Why don't we make sure?" And she'll snap her fingers. There'll be one of the drones will actually fly over and give Chrono/Forest a scan, and it'll beep this green light at the end, and at that point Lori will dismiss the drone and will say, "Who am I speaking to?"
Chrono, my pleasure. Your brother's requested an audience with you.
I see. Is my brother in a secure location?
Yes.
She'll turn towards Jen, and Jennifer Steele will nod, and then Lori says, "Very well."
Would you like to join us, Miss Steele?
She'll say, "I thought you'd never ask," and she'll glide herself over to you.
Taking both of their hands and go right back over to Gabriel's house.
Okay. She'll look around. She'll say, "Fancy."
Chrono will drop, bringing Forest back.
Hey, when Lori sees you, she's gonna exhale a bit and says, "You're okay. When you fell off the radar, I was a little worried."
Yeah, it wasn't really under our control, fortunately. No. It was rough few months, apparently. But yeah, we're fine. Well, most of us are fine. One isn't. We'll see what happens. How are you doing? How is everything going?
Terrible. It's getting harder and harder to put up this facade. I think Jennifer has already informed you that we are almost acting like double agents, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, we're working on it. It's a problem that I guess we have a very bad solution between. Well, most of us are not really fond of right now. Trying to find other ways of fixing this, but it's not going well. It's rough.
Why don't you just join our cause? We're trying to take down Vita once and for all.
That's
the problem.
Yeah, that's not what we want to do, because since all the characters from there, they're real people. If we stop that world, if we crash those servers down, then we're committing genocide.
So what exactly are you trying to do instead then?
Well, guess you need some context for that. So apparently they are from another world that died a long time ago. And what we're doing right now, creating a world with virtual characters, that's the exact same thing that they were doing so many years ago. Decades, maybe, millennia, you know. We are ancestors. Well, we are the grandchildren, I don't know, of the virtual characters that they create. And for some reason, we did the same thing without knowing it. Or maybe someone knew it from the inside. I don't know for sure. But history's repeating itself, but just on another world. Targeting the same world that did it before.
Jennifer Steele says, "So let me get this straight. You're saying that we're not real?"
No, I'm not saying that. We are real. Just as the virtual characters are real. We're all real. That's the problem. If one of them wasn't real, then this would be easily solved, right? But no. They are real. They were real before us. And now we are as well.
Lori says, so you don't want to take down the Vita Core.
No. Because we will be murdering so many people that they have lives of their own. Just look at every person in this world has potential to be linked to one of them. There's at least the same amount of people in that world as in ours. If you take down that server, then we kill an entire planet of people. I don't want to do that.
Then what's the alternative exactly, Lori asks.
Make peace.
That or fix it that we both have our own. Somehow.
You'll have to... Good.
Our friend Abe, we got an alternative, a way to fix this apparently, and that is to merge, to permanently link ourselves with our other selves, as we call them, the virtual characters. He did that. He threw himself away. I don't know if Odin, his virtual character, did the same thing and they merged. Maybe they became one thing, separate of the two. Or maybe Odin is now the real one and Gabe's gone forever. I don't know. But he did that, and I think he saw an opportunity to maybe fix it from the other side.
I've been spending the last several months earning and solidifying the trust of the other leaders of the factions, including Michael Stoll. I've been around them long enough to say that I'm very pessimistic about this plan to make peace. I don't think that we can fully make peace, at least with Michael Stoll still in charge. I think that if you want to solve this problem and achieve this alternate solution that you want, you still have to attack and cut off the head first.
If you can
And what
get
do you
me to
suggest?
him, I think I got a way to do it without killing anybody.
And set up some sort of a meeting with him. It could be as simple as that.
Yeah. Or if you have a location, we could just, just go there, like we went there with you.
I think that would be
We
very,
went there.
I think that would be very suspicious for us to just appear right before him.
Well, we don't really have time. The druids are attacking, and
The druids are attacking now.
So
Why didn't you say that? Jennifer Steele says, I hate to suggest it, but I have to point out that if we were going to go with our original plan, synchronizing with the druid attack actually would make things a lot easier for us. It would make them vulnerable.
well, we kind of warned them, so maybe they're not as vulnerable.
Do you like Root Canal?
I do. I mean, she's my avatar. I have a attachment to her, sure.
When you are her, do you feel exactly like Jennifer, or do you feel like a bit of someone else?
I made her because I wanted to relive my life, so to speak, through her and live vicariously through her. So I do feel different.
I
But
can't tell you
not-
the whole thing, but what I can tell you is that if you go through with destroying those servers, it's the equivalent of killing her. You may not see her as her own person, but pretend to for a moment. And see if that's still the right choice for you.
She thinks about it.
A little boy is all grown.
Lori says, brother, I have to be very transparent with you. Your plan seems to be a lot more difficult and a lot more nuanced and seems to have a lot more unknowns in it. Our original plan, especially considering this attack by the druids, I feel have a lot more confidence in, and I think overall it'll be easier to execute. I'm afraid I don't have the same attachment to that other world that you speak of because I never participated in the game whatsoever. I can't really. I think it is unfortunate what happened to this other universe and what they have been doing in this universe, but I haven't done anything. I haven't contributed to it in any other way. I wasn't abusing anything in this other world. I fail to see why it's my problem. The only thing I can do is to protect this world, this reality, so to speak.
Well, put yourself in the shoes of those people then for a moment. Let's say that you were there, not here. Wouldn't you rather have it that someone here makes it their problem, even though they are not involved in it? Make sure that you, your family, your friends, your colleagues, everyone that you know, doesn't die.
Those people are free to do whatever they'd like to save whoever they'd like to save. I'm not a superhero. I'm not a god. I don't have that much power. I don't have that much influence. The only thing I have control over is this, my group. If you think that you can save everyone in both universes, he kind of chuckles a little bit. I'm not going to stop you, brother, but I think you're being overly ambitious if you ask me. And that's coming from me, she says, as a person who's very ambitious out of character.
Just give us time. If our plan doesn't work, I will personally destroy the servers knowing exactly what I'm doing. But give us a chance to try to do something better first.
How much time do you want us to give you, exactly?
Not sure
3
how
days.
long it's going to take.
That.
The druids are attacking now. This is our best chance. If we pass up this opportunity, it would be stupid of us.
It's less of an opportunity than you think. One, they've been warned. Two, you're not in a position to get your crowd moving. You're talking to us right here.
If they have been warned, then having an audience with Michael Stoll is probably going to be very difficult, because I think he has his hands occupied right now.
Which might be an advantage for us.
Maybe.
Get the drop on him. He's dealing with another problem. So if somebody just pops in, grabs him, and pops out, who's going to know? Well, they will eventually.
What I can offer you, she says, is the ability to blend in a little bit better. As you may have figured out, we have devised a way to trick the drones into thinking that we are actually plugged when we're not. If you want, we can offer that to you.
Yeah? No reason to say no to that.
Yeah.
Something you want to do. Go ahead. Probably not
Jennifer
gonna use it.
will pull out what dentists essentially use to like give you like the injection that gives you like anesthesia.
Oh no.
So basically, she will say, "Hope none of you are afraid of needles." Essentially, she has to like inject something like right by your temple, right to the side of your temple, because it's supposed to do something with your eyes. It's supposed to do something so that when they scan your body, as they scan your eyes, they can see like that greenish glow. And it's not just the greenish glow that they look like. There's like specific signatures. Or I'm not a super science fiction-y know-it-all, so add science fiction like
It's science
gobbledygook
magic.
right here, science magic right here, that cause it so that it tricks the drones essentially. So she'll do that to anyone who is willing to have that done. I don't know if anyone refuses. Cade will refuse it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does anyone want it?
I'll take it.
Sure, you can have it. And I don't know if Ethan takes it or Forrest.
If it's not in my eye, I'll begrudgingly do it.
It's not directly to your eye. It's just like
Okay.
right here. Okay.
It's near your temple. Okay.
Just
It's
near your
not
temple. It's okay.
My body, my temple.
When that happens, you actually start seeing like a green, I'm assuming you all know what floaters are, like in your vision, floaters in your vision. So you'll kind of see instead of the black dots that you can, or white dots that you see in the floaters, they're actually like shards of green light glowing, flashing. it dissipates and mutes down a little bit. It's like floaters in that for many people, the floaters are always there. It's just you don't notice them after a while unless you're really paying attention to them. So it's the presence of those flashing lights are there. Just probably just pay no mind to them at some point. I guess my next question, Ave, is that if my group does decide to take advantage of the situation with the attack, would you stop us?
I will not allow anyone to destroy the server before we had our shot. If that means stopping you, if that means stopping my brother, then yeah, I will have to do that. I'm sorry.
Then why don't I say this? Based on everything you said, I'm willing to hold off on destroying the servers themselves. But we may target Michael Stoll instead. Do you have a problem with that?
We know someone who will.
I don't know about that.
It's a compromise.
No,
We
not
can
someone.
spare an entire universe of beings for one life.
But-
I think that's a pretty good compromise.
What's your plan against cheat code? Essentially a demigod. What's your plan to kill that?
It's a good question. I've been hoping that the element of surprise would give us the advantage. Like I said, I've been trying to earn their trust, and I was hoping we might be able to incapacitate them before they have a chance to react.
I could easily do that. That would take me all of 3 seconds to organize and try and attempt. But my thinking is that if he has the ability to do whatever he wants, I assume the first thing he's going to do is make himself invincible to knives, let alone a club to the head. I think your plan is not going to work, and I think you're directly trying to attack essentially a demigod.
I think you're too focused on your goal, and you're not thinking through the tactics of the situation.
My understanding is that cheat code gets his power from that virtual world, which is why our original plan was to destroy the servers. In theory, you destroy the servers, he loses his power.
Which is a better plan, but we're just asking you to hold off on that plan to save at least 50% of all people that we know of. I know that doesn't make sense to you, but give us just give us some time, and maybe we can do this right. And like I said, if it doesn't work, I'm on your team.
Very well. We'll give you time, but I can't promise for how long it'll be.
Better be
I have
long
a,
enough.
I have a compromise. Alright. I wanna go to there as well. I'd like to get to the servers. Because I want to try to contact Gabe. And I think the servers are our best bet. Thing
Have
is,
no
if you want to take down cheat code, basically his almighty godlike powers, right? What better to combat that than some other gods? We know that there are godlike entities in the other worlds. Because one of Gabe played one. His daughter and son played as well. I think that might be a good bet to try to take it down somehow. So if I can contact Gabe and try to get help from the other side, maybe that benefits everyone. And we take him down, make sure that this stops, try to find a way to coexist together. The only thing that I ask is that while the druids are attacking right now, well, as soon as they start attacking, at least, that you try your best to stop that a little bit. I think you can. You have the people for that, right? Instead of trying to attack the facility together with the druids, maybe infiltrate the druids a little bit. Slow them down in that attack by helping them, but not really helping. That gives us a little bit more time. And then, if we can get to the servers and get some allies from the other worlds, we can help you. And we can stop cheat code here as well. Because that's something that we all want to do right now.
As I said, the whole goal of our group is to earn their trust for as long as possible. So if we're going to be involved in this attack, we will be sent to defend the servers, where in reality, we're just trying to get close to them.
Mm-hmm.
We can slow them down for the time being.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that works for me as well. Every minute that we gain by that is another minute that we can use to save this world, so yeah.
What if we confront our brother? I can't promise you that things will not accelerate at that point.
Well, I'm a diplomat. Maybe we can try to talk some sense into him. He's been talking to us so far.
Certainly doesn't listen to me very well.
Yeah, he's got that problem. He's on a one track.
I tried my best, but I don't think he'll listen to me anymore as well. If he sees that I'm opposing.
Ave, I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you this as your sister. Just for your own personal mental health, you need to go into this accepting that you may not be able to save everyone.
But we can go into it knowing that we'll save as many people as we can.
I understand what you're saying, Laurie. I believe in the bottom of my heart that I can save everyone. And I will do whatever it takes.
Why weren't you this ambitious about our family business?
If I were, then we'd probably be ruling the world by now. But that's not who I am.
Very well. She'll take out what looks like a bag that she keeps her lunch in. It's not a paper bag, but it's like one of those fancier, reusable bag to lunch pails. And she'll open up a lunchbox. This is something that she used to do when you were younger, just to tease you. She pulls out something, hands it to you, and she says, "Good luck, brother." It's a banana. She'll hand you a banana.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna just grab her and hug her and say, "Thank you, sis. You don't even know how much I needed this, right? I love you."
I love you too, she says.
Good luck.
Good luck. Jennifer is going to look to the group and say, "What can I do then? Do you want me to stick with Lori to help slow things down?"
Do we know exactly where the server room is in the building?
We do, Lori says. And
Can you give us
she can give you that information.
Cool.
She'll explain to you that there are multiple server rooms. The main one is their main target. However, there are other servers, because it's a huge game. They're serving everyone in this city, and there's probably other parts of the office that are more closer to the external areas of the buildings, which honestly are probably the ones that, if the druids are attacking, they probably would be able to get to those first before they get to the main server in the center of the building.
Do you know what kind of security they have in that room?
For sure, a lot of drones. For sure, a lot of cameras. They also have actual people in there too. And, there's the whole shebang about in order to get access to it, you need to have, certain, you need to be a certain person. I'm assuming they're going to have biometric scanning, things to actually let you enter it in the first place. And then when it comes to actually, manipulating the servers, again, you need biometric scanning and stuff like that.
We might be able to hack it.
You can, of course. I'm sure the developers and engineers at Vita are very good at a lot of anti-hacking measures, because I'm sure the server people have tried to hack the servers before.
Yeah, but we have something that most hackers don't have. We have a Vita developer on our side.
Where are they? Lori asks.
Trying to contact them.
In another
have a
dimension.
Mhm. I have
So
a better option. We have a friend that's one of the developers, so let's say quite smart and levels of that security. We also have someone that easily broke into his security. Let's ask Fee.
That was my original idea. But then, yeah,
Who are you referring to as your other friend?
Gabriel. Do you know him?
He's Michael Stoll's son.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm assuming that's who you're referring to originally. How about the other friend?
Viridian.
Oh, Viridian. I gotcha.
Viridian.
Viridian. Gotcha.
She's an old friend of mine, and she's good with computers, it seems a little bit. She managed to hack a drone, kind of just in the moment. She's done that a few times in front of me. So,
You ask her confidence. I'll just text her. Hey, what's your confidence level on hacking the main servers of Vita? Question mark, smiley face.
She'll text back. The main server of VitaCore. Gotta be honest, that sounds like a bit of a challenge. A big challenge.
Figured. Thought I'd ask.
Hacking one of their drones is one thing, but hacking the actual mainframe, she says, that may give even me pause.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured. Okay. So where are we at, folks? If you ask
What did
me,
you
I
say?
think destroying the server room is a very doable objective if we fall back to that. But until then,
we're not gonna do it until he's out.
I agree.
What did Fee say? She?
She said she's not confident.
I don't need her to be confident that I know that she can do it. I just need her yes.
I can help her.
We're
So bad.
teleporting. We're teleporting into high security with drones. We're going to be attacked at all sides. We have to have. I just don't know if this is the best plan. It feels like we're jumping right into the center of hell.
So we need some firepower as well. How about
I can defend
Gabe's-
us, but I can't do anything against machines.
What about Gabe's children? Maybe you can convince them. They just lost their father. What if you promise them
lose
that
their father?
they'll-
They just gained their father.
No, he's gone. He's not here anymore.
But
They're gone.
they're gone too. They don't see Gabe as their dad. They see Odin as their dad.
Oh man, if I could get Odin here to live.
Those are the type of people we're going to be facing. Potentially, those are the type of we're fighting the super hero versions of themselves when we go there. And all I'm saying is that's high security. We need to be aware of that.
Where is the Vita complex when it comes to the police station?
So, okay, when we're saying, let me make sure that we have our naming conventions correctly. So, there's Vita Core, which is the actual
Oh, the core,
Vita Core is the
not the complex.
office, the building
Complex,
where
yeah.
the servers are, and then the Vita complex is what used to be the Live in La Vita complex. Those are two different things. So you're saying Vita Core, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Ethan.
Yeah.
So
police
where is
station
it?
Vita core.
So the Vita Core is in the heart of the faction of Wands, and the police station is in the heart of the faction of Swords. The Confederate of Swords is to the north, and the Confederacy of Wands is to the east. So
So they're kind of adjacent to each other then?
yes, they kind of are adjacent to each other. So that means that the Confederacy of Wands, the core building, is southeast of the main police station.
And we're at Gabe's house, and is that in the Confederacy of Wands?
That's a good question. It looks like I'm getting a nod from Kyle. And yes, that's in there as well.
So it would be going out of our way to do that. Okay. Sorry, I had an idea.
Confederacy of Coins, where Laurie's group is from, is to the west, and then the Confederacy of Cups is to the south. Confederacy of Cups to the south is where the Live in La Vida area is.
Gotcha.
Hey, what advantage do we gain by gaining access to the servers? That's just to talk to Odin, correct?
It's a direct link with that other world, so it's Odin, but
Sever.
I'm also thinking about other people that we know there.
I mean, we need to get a big advantage from that, because if we synchronize with the druids, maybe they can pull off enough security that we can attempt it, but even attempting it sounds difficult. And I'm wondering if we can just send messages to Odin, similar to how Gabe always did it, and save us the trouble.
It's more than that. I think it's a better way of communicating with him. It's a direct link. Maybe it's an easier read for him to get here as well. I'm not gonna lie, I just want to be there to make sure that we can protect it if necessary.
You have my blade. If that's your call, then I'll be there. But just keep in mind that you're putting B at risk, putting Forrest at risk. Like, this needs to be.
I think
I
we're
need
all
to
at
know
risk
that
right
this
now.
is
No?
the choice.
We're all at risk.
The alternative is that we die and our other selves take over.
Yeah, at the very most, we could turn into our other characters, and Yellow can kick ass, so I'm not sure about you guys.
I want you guys to know that if it's between us and them, if it does come down to that, I'm choosing us.
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
I just need an opportunity. That's
Okay.
all. We'll
Let's
see what
synchronize.
happens. And if you, just do what you feel is right, Pete. Because I trust that you'll do the right thing.
Let's synchronize with the druids. As they attack, we teleport in. We use them to get to the server room, but then we also have to protect the server room from them specifically.
That's not gonna work. There are so many of them. They'll just ignore us and destroy it.
Well, they'll be fighting each other. Alright. The druids and Vita are going to be fighting each other, and we just use that as an opportunity to infiltrate and make our moves. But we also have to protect the servers unless we need to destroy them. Our side is very malleable.
I think you underestimate us just a little bit when it comes to our ability to defend ourselves. And you've seen what I
That's
can
not
do
my
in the
concern
past.
so much as we do
I
not
know.
have our hacker anymore.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking.
Oh, gotcha. Who are you talking to?
I was talking to Joey Abe.
Gotcha.
I think you underestimate our chances when it comes to defending ourselves. I can, if there's a really tiny area, I can, like, it's no problem. Like, people have to come through there. I can lock down a very specific section of the world, I guess. But it's not necessarily permanent, but it can buy us time. And we got all of our things.
That's good. Alright. I believe in the both of you. Really, I really do. I think
We
that,
need to believe in each other.
yeah, I think
If
if
you
we
believe
just,
in yourself.
I didn't. But now I do. I have a goal that I have to see through.
We need to make sure our friend gets back.
Yeah.
We also need to make sure that the world isn't destroyed before we can save it. We're saving our game.
I'm going to start ringing V.
Okay. Your phones don't work, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
You've
Well, you were just texting.
you I mean you're
It snuck through.
Yeah.
Service came back for just a moment.
maybe what I could say, because you have been texting each other, so maybe once you found V, I'm just gonna add this in. It is a small detail. Maybe she was able to give you guys like an updated chip onto your phone, so now you can actually like call her directly. But you may not be able to just text other people necessarily.
fine.
Okay. So you'll call her up. She'll answer the phone and she'll say, "You realize even giving me a call like this is still very risky. She says, just be glad I like you that much."
Well, I like you too, B. Listen, do you want to do something really dumb with us?
It does involve a lot of alcohol.
I can.
I'm
Afterwards,
listening.
though.
I'm listening. She said, "Oh, afterwards."
All right, so we're gonna go into the main Vita complex server room. We're gonna try and hack it. You and I together. It's gonna be exciting.
Hack the server. I can definitely give it my best shot. If I do, it'll be a grand achievement I can add under my cap.
I'll do everything I can to help. I know a bit about technology, not a ton, but enough to help.
What do I get in return?
Date night.
What do you want, V? Anything you want. Gabe's rich. We can get you a. What do you?
She says, "This might sound very old-fashioned, but dinner would be nice."
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
And I'm not talking about some fast food joint. I want something nice. It's been a while since I've had a nice meal somewhere.
Yeah, V. I'd be happy to take you to dinner. I've heard the Titanic has gone downhill, so we'll have to go somewhere else. That was the first thought, but I'll think of a great place, and it'll be on Gabe.
While you're saying that, you'll actually will hear Jennifer a few feet behind you say, "Planet of the Crepes is still good." It says she. If you turn towards the looker, you see that she's giving you a little bit of a grin and a wink.
Planet of the Crepes is delicious. We should go there.
I haven't had savory crepes yet. I think I'm willing to give that a shot.
Sounds great. Well, let's go save the world, and see you here soon.
See you soon. I think Jennifer is actually going to approach you next. All the girls are lining up.
The epilogue's just gonna be dates with Dave. That's it.
Date in his harem.
Only that.
Date in his harem. Jennifer actually will go up to you, and she'll say, "Hey, can I talk to you privately?"
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry you had to see that, but saving the world and all.
Sorry, I apologize for seeing what exactly.
Oh, I thought you might be offended that I was talking about the Titanic. We went there together, and I wasn't planning on that, by the way. That took me by surprise too.
Well, if I'm being honest, if you had recommended the Titanic, I would have also told you to go elsewhere, considering how
so downhill.
It's almost like it, hit an iceberg and sank.
Oof. Somehow it still feels too soon.
Well, maybe after we fix
experience.
things, they can hire back the original chef, and things will be better.
Just hoping.
I wanted to ask you something real quick.
Sure.
So, as far as I know, I'm going to be helping Lori within the actual Vita core itself. If push comes to shove and Lori does decide to pull the trigger to either destroy the servers or attempt to go after Cheat Code himself, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to get out of the way, or do you want me to do something about it?
If push has really come to shove, if options are out, then destroy the servers.
How about Cheat Code?
I wouldn't recommend fighting Cheat Code directly. Just avoid him, destroy the servers, and know that it's me that's destroying those servers, not you. You're just being my knife.
Can't say I really like the idea of being used like that as a weapon. I kind of like, if I'm gonna destroy something, I'd like to think it's me in control, not somebody else.
That's your choice. But if that brings you guilt, remember it was me who made the call. Put that blame on me. But if you don't feel any guilt, then it was your choice. That's fine.
Kate, I don't know if I could use you like that either. I think enough people have used you in your life. I don't want to be another person to add to that list.
Thank you. That's
No, thank you, she says.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, I'd like that.
I'll give her a hug.
You'll give her a go. She'll give you a squeeze back. And I don't know if you pull away, but she lingers slightly more than you do. Slightly more.
I think for Cade, that was like a big step as is, so she's holding me longer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, she steps back. She'll say, not to put any pressure on you, but as you and I said on our first time going to Titanic, at some point I need to eat again as well. So how about I take you out to dinner some other night, differently from Planet of the Crepes, with your friend?
I love that. I think it's more fun when Gabe pays. So if like we can still make him pay, but you take me out, that'd be awesome.
Does that still work, considering that Gabriel technically is not here anymore? Does this account still?
I honestly haven't tried yet.
Hmm.
I really hope so. I don't.
I'm assuming his bank accounts haven't catched on that he's no longer with us, so maybe we should do it quickly after we save the world. Get that meal quickly.
Sounds good to me.
She'll give you a smile and give you a salute.
Okay.
And she'll glide away. Okay, now thank you, Kyle, for being so patient. Let's switch over.
My money.
So my money. I would think that you. So how much here for practical reasons? How much of money did you would your kids inherit versus does your ex-wife get any of this money?
It's 50-50 with the kids. It's 50-50 with the kids now that he's
Okay.
divorced, basically.
Okay, so none of it
So
goes
Raph
which
becomes
is
a
fine.
billionaire now.
Oh, no.
Great. All right.
I'm gonna mass produce that cologne.
Right, exactly. She could probably make $1 million just from that alone.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So what's happening? You are with Captain Crunch and Nutmeg.
So where are we exactly? Like, are we in like a city? Are we in like
Yeah.
like? Would it be like since Odin moved in Gabe's house? Would he be in the equivalent where Gabe's house would be in this world?
Yes.
Okay. He kind of looks around.
Inside South City, yes.
Okay. Odin kind of looks at Captain Crunch and he's like, I'm gonna try something. You two watch my back.
Be our guest.
And
Nutmeg's gonna be looking.
counting on you, Nutmeg. I need your fierce mind.
He's trying to be very fierce as he can, but he's still adorably cute doing it.
So, now, unlike usually before where Odin had to yell out the name of his transformations,
Sure.
he actually, it just flows and just changes into this. Basically, the armor is a mix of armor and robes, so like the cape becomes like robes. You ever seen like the Jedi Temple Guards where they're like robes mixed with armor? Kind of think of that. And instead of coming from Gungnir, it just comes from Odin himself. No one's like, ooh, this is a first.
Wow, looks like Odin got himself an upgrade. Oh, Chef's
And he takes new Gungnir and he changes into a staff. And with this is a new form, his soul sage form.
Okay.
So one of the basic powers of this is that he has the ability to kind of move that actual like life energy So he kind of just focuses for a moment, and I assume is it like the green swirl,
Yeah.
or is it like a different color? So you start seeing
Yep.
the green swirl.
Yeah. So the green swirl, so you're basically trying to form soul energy to do what exactly? What's your goal?
To bring Gabe and kind of simulate with him, to bring Gabe out.
I see. So you're trying to recreate Gabe now.
Create Gabe, but knowing that since basically we share the same body and soul at this point, because Gabe basically disappeared. There's no other like
Correct.
body of Gabe. Odin knows that he has to basically take Gabe's wherever Gabe's soul and put him back and like put it into him.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because he knows there's no body to put it in, and he can't like
Correct.
create a body.
So yes. So since you are technically a god, the rules are you can conceivably do this. So, sure. Roll a Arcarnum skill check, which I believe you just bought, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So with the sage so regular Odin doesn't have this, but in the soul sage form, this
Correct.
gives them points in it.
Yes.
So
Go
I
ahead
get-
and roll that. Tell me how successful you are.
So I am going to use a luck point.
Okay.
Um 20.